Ladies and gentlemen, I was on my way to Central America with the stated intention of landing in Belize City. As I mentioned in my last broadcast, I scheduled interviews there regarding the curious circumstances surrounding John McAfee's bizarre behavior, the death of his neighbor, Mr. McAfee's disappearance, and eventual return to the USA. Incidentally, his recent behavior is still quite bizarre. While en route, I received an urgent message via the Tech Talk Tips back-channel backscatter radio phone home module. I quickly decoded it using my Enigma X machine and could not believe the astounding revelation it contained. I was presented with an accusation that I interviewed an Xecuter imposter. Impossible! How could it be? I will read for you now this statement in its entirety. I quote, "How dare you attempt to impugn the great name of our peerless leader Xecuter by meeting with an imposter, one who is clearly an amateur imposter. Your supposed research and presentation were instead hijacked and became the worst kind of journalistic blogification, a true indicator of everything that is wrong with Fox News today. You permitted yourself to be manipulated into creating a cheap parody and mockumentary of himself, the one and only Xecuter." This statement is signed by a group of individuals whose names seem strangely familiar to me, although I can't quite place them. I will read the names for you and put them up on the screen. Perhaps you can help me determine who these people are or where I might have seen them. Bleaky, Squeaky, Freaky, Galvanized Light Slide, Bad, Sad, Your Dad, Mangar the Dark, Box of Socks, Socks in Box, Toxic Pox, Geeky Peep, Upper Squeak, Uber Deep, C. Martin Run, C. Martin Fly, C. Martin Cry. Interestingly, there is also an audio recording that accompanies the written statement. I will play it and permit you to make your own judgment regarding its authenticity.
Miss Cray-Mac, if in fact that is your real name, my name is Mogul, also known as Xecuter, the real Xecuter. To prove that I am indeed the true and legitimate heir to that honored name, I ask my closest associates to provide you with a notarized document, which as you know is beyond contestation. I will also choose other ways to prove that I was the real.
Excuse me for interrupting, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. Ladies and gentlemen, a most startling development in the studio with me right now. Yes, right here in Tech Talk Tip Studio C is the man that recorded that message. He has asked me not to refer to his real name, only to call him, I am Xecuter the Merciful. May I just call you Xecuter? He nodded his head, ladies and gentlemen. Will you permit me to record our interview here in the studio? May I now ask you some questions? Once again, he nodded, ladies and gentlemen. To start off with, how did you get here?
I drove from Dystopia in my hovercraft. I would have been here sooner, but I made a quick stop in Melonweed to see my friend Ben and dodge some cavefish.
Why did you feel the need to come here yourself? After all, you went to a lot of trouble to send the notarized document and audio recording.
My friends encouraged me to briefly step into the limelight and clear my name. I like the limelight. It suits me. Don't you think, Miss Cray-Mac?
Certainly, Xecuter. It makes you look very merciful. Why an imposter? Why would someone deliberately choose to impersonate Xecuter the Merciful, Xecuter?
It's all about euros, pounds, dollars, yen, Ken, Ben and Jerry. Clearly the imposter had a monetary interest in piggybacking on my worthy name.
How could I possibly know that the gentleman, person I interviewed was not really you?
I have a tattoo on my arm right here. Do you see this?
Yes, it's letters. TX, it's the 2-letter mail code for Texas?
No, Team Xecuter.
Oh, yes, most definitely. My apologies. Moving on. What important message do you have for my listeners regarding the state of the modding market? Are we headed for trouble?
No, we're in it.
Okay, are you willing to contact me in the future regarding other Xbox scene and modding information? If so, how will I know it's really you?
I will use my secret email address.
Oh, what is that email address?
It's memonster@i.com.
Great. Thanks. I will be anxiously waiting to hear from you. One last question, Xecuter. This one is a bit off topic. What is your favorite music?
My favorite music is ska and hip-hop mostly, but I also like some of the newer indie bands like 1D, JB, DB, and B.
Excuse me? I don't think I've ever heard of those esoteric groups. Can you maybe provide a bit more information about them? Who are they?
One Direction, Justin Bieber, the Doobie Brothers, and Bread. 1D, JB, DB, and B. Ms. Cray-Mac, my hovercraft awaits and I must return to the kingdom of dystopia. There is one important project I am working to complete. I will break the news first on your channel when my one project is finished.
Awesome! Thank you. I'm sure my listeners will be thrilled to hear from you again in the near future. Thanks for meeting in my studio, and my sincere apologies for the identity error.
Apology accepted. I will now step into the shadows if you don't mind. Goodbye.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Today the real Xecuter stepped into Tech Talk Tip Studio C to exonerate his name, his true, unadulterated self. As stated on his business card, I am Xecuter the Merciful. In my next episode, I'll be attending a technology industry sporting event. John Charles Dvorak, tech broadcaster and columnist, will arm wrestle Brian Matthew Krzyzanich, CEO of Intel. The loser has to add one additional consonant to their last name. Wow, that should be a fascinating show. Stay tuned to this channel for more exciting tech talk tips. This is Alice Cray-Mac. Thank you for watching, and tell your friends.